another little overnight walk, taking the tent in again, heading into Tauwharenikau Valley, but from the southern end. We are Sunday morning, Wellington anniversary weekend. Just came in for a little overnight walk, tramp, hike, whatever you call it, and wherever you are in the world. So we're in the Tauwharenikau Valley. As you can see, we've got the tent there in the background, so that's the second night we've had it out. Really good, on a bit of an angle, so I didn't get the best of sleeps, but it's all good. Yeah, but it's beautiful here in the valley. So you've seen from my previous videos, when we went into Cone and down by the river. So that's north of where we are here, about 2.5 hour walk north up this valley. So we've come in from the other end of it. All great places if you want to come tramping here. Yeah. Outrageousness. Hold on to that rope and climb up there. Just did a little example here of some of what makes this track a bit harder, probably just for beginners, but not too bad. Little kind of scramble, little things like this rope which pull you up this little part of the track, because we've climbed quite a bit from the river. So basically that's where we camp, literally just down there. And so straight out of the campsite, straight up the side of the hill, go around this bluff and then drop down to the river again. Just come over the bridge from the other side of the river. So here there's a bit of a junction. There's an old kind of track, a bit of a bush bashing track, that says go through to Alpha, up block 16, but this side of the track is pretty nasty. So yeah, onward. It's pretty cool. We're off to Smith Creek and then off to Kaitoke. So yeah, pretty good. Beautiful morning, not too hot. Beautiful walk in the bush, in the tararuas. As you can see, just stunning scenery all around us really. It's really, really good. full of gorse, as you can see. Like tall gorse plants. It's a bit of a shame. Yeah, I wonder how you fix that. Kind of hard to see from here, but it's amazing just when you look at the trees and from the ground, and then you have a whole bunch of other things hanging on and growing on those trees. Incredible. That's one thing's amazing about the New Zealand bush. Yeah, so quite often there are parts like this where it's bluffs and stuff, and the slips are coming through and wiping out the tracks. So yeah, you kind of scramble over these things. It's quite good fun. And of course Doc do an amazing job. And you know, they have to put warnings for different people. Everyone's got different abilities and things like that, and so, you know, I can imagine coming through just even something simple like this area if it was pissing down with rain, and yeah, make it pretty interesting. Anyway, you can see the track used to go over there, but the slips come through, so we're going up over the top of it, and eventually down over there where you can see probably see in the distance a little bit the warning, the caution sign. Different kinds of advice being given by people, the dock advice and the trampers advice. It's fine, it's not bad. Use the alternative route, but it's fine. It's actually not so bad. Beautiful streams that we have to cross, little ones. Really easy on a day like today when it's been fine. In the Tauwharenikau, but it's been pouring rain. Sometimes these can have a little bit of a torrent to them, so yeah, it changes it from being really easy to not difficult, but just something to be aware of. Classic Tauwharenikau's. And there we go, in the distance there's a bit of view of Merchant Ridge, that one just there. So quite a good, that's real industrial tramping, the climb out of the Kiwi Ranch in Kaitoke up onto Merchant Ridge and right along. Lots of opportunities drop down, block 16, you can go all the way through to towards near Alpha, but all the drops down are very steep, really hard on the legs, hard on the knees. And then you can come back along the valley and the Tauwharenikau. You'll have to cross it, so you best be wary of the weather conditions. And just walking down now, the climbed up to the top, and now we're walking down through this stuff. It can be a bit slippery, this clay. We did a walk on my birthday a couple of years ago, and this was a bit treacherous. Probably because we were about 13 hours in the legs at that time anyway. We were a bit hungry and tired. And you can see out onto the pylons, and right in the distance you've got one of the Limataka Ridge where the incline is. So this one through here, good place to go ride your bike. And the final part, I'm just dropping down now the steps. It says 20 minutes, 750 metres. It usually means that it's a little bit hard, a little bit technical. Tired legs, got to be careful, don't trip over, especially while you're filming. Anyway, At least so that it's not wet down through some of these things. If it was a bit wet, it would be a bit problematic. And if you're carrying a big heavy pack and you've been walking for a few hours, it's not much fun either. So the idea is not to carry a big heavy pack. Just these things here have been pretty cool. It's by a New Zealand company, Arn, and they're just little, they do cool packs, but they're called balance packs, I think it is. Whole point is balancing the load, funny enough. But what these are little pockets that you can just add on to any of your pack. And the little clips that clip on top and bottom, and then you tighten it up. And then there's a little Velcro strap that goes around that steadies it against your pack strap. It's pretty cool. So I've got one of each. I've got the one with a bottle, because I've got to keep up the hydration. And the other one is kind of more of a pocket to, I don't know, keep snacks and mosquito repellent, which you kind of need shitloads of in the Tararuas in New Zealand in general because of the native bush and things and all the midges and mozzies and things like that. They're pretty cool. Simple, not too expensive, good little addition. Great way to make these things really accessible, because you know, things like hydration is, you know, if you're having to stop to get drink, you're probably not going to do it as much as you should. So yeah, anyway, been a great been great little overnighter, nearly finished. Probably because we're in Timarua, near Timarua, I might have to stop in at the Timarua Dairy, which I highly recommend for the pies and the sustenance that they have. We usually drop in there when we're doing gravel rides, so no sense why we wouldn't do that, just drop in on the Tramp. And here you go, here's the steps. They're pretty gnarly coming up when you're just starting, and just as gnarly when you're finishing. So yeah, nearly done. And there we are, out into the car park, and a few cars. Ours are still there, looks good, just at the end there. Wow, how good was that? So nice just getting away for these cheeky little overnighters. Still carrying a bit because I'm carrying a tent, but it's actually so good. I really enjoy it. It's a you know, I don't know, kind of simple way of getting the break away. Very simple, no devices, recording stuff of course, but yeah, you know, take a book, read a book, and say hello to some friends. Hello, Mr. Kittens! Everyone thinks a kitten in my life. Look at that. It's kittens. They're big kittens, aren't you? Yes. Anyway, finished. Kaitoke road end. So we're here, and we went up here, up through Papa Saddle, dropped down the Dobson Loop track to the Smith Creek Shelter, along the track till the bridge, across the bridge and over and along the Tauwharenikau track to around about here. I think that's where we got to. Anyway, back at the car, end of another lovely tramp. If you really enjoy these videos, well, maybe you like them. Maybe you like them a lot. Maybe subscribe for more stuff that's coming. Boardman adventures, thoughts on life, and things like that. So thank you everyone.